fortnight ago, we nearly lost him a fortnight ago. He went up on the Scenic flight from Newquay Airport. It's a big sign that said, "See Cornwall from the air, Scenic flights." But Denzil said, "I've never been up in an airplane." I said, "Go up and have a trip. I shall wait here for you." Say. Well, see, Denzil jump on the airplane. It's only Denzil and the pilot. There's nobody else. And off they went, and they got up over Truro, and the pilot died. Well, see, it frightened Denzil. Because he was sitting in the back, Denzil was. Then he got on the telephone. He said, it's Denzil Pemberthy here. I'm very concerned. I've come up on the Scenic flight, and he said the pilot has died. They said, "Are you sure the pilot is dead?" "Yes," he said, "I just throwed the bugger out." He said, "Are you frightened?" He said, "I've never been so bloody frightened." He said, "I'm heading towards Bodmin. That's enough to frighten any bugger." He said, "I'm flying upside down. I'm completely out of control." And he said, "I'm frightened out of my life." He said, "How do you know you're upside down?" He said, "The shit is running out of my collar." Is there anybody from America? They get on your bloody tripe, don't they? We to get them down in Cornwall in the summer, they get on your bloody tripe. If you've got the black hat, they got a blacker bugger. I did like President Reagan. You realize that he was a cowboy for 20 years and he one shot once. And they made him president, he shot twice in the fortnight. But we to get them in Cornwall, and they say, "Excuse me," because they said, "Hey, you chummy." He called me bloody chummy. You Yankee twat. Chummy, a bastard. He said, "Why is it?" He said, "Some of your cows, have got horns and some haven't got any horns. Why is that?" I said, "I'll explain to you why that is. You woman's genital area." The black and white cows got horns because that's the Frisian, and Frisians have horns, and that's why that cow have horns, because it's a Frisian, and Frisians have horns. And that's why that cow have horns, because it's a Frisian cow, and that's why it got horns. You see the brown and white cow, that cow got horns as well, because that cow is the Guernsey, and Guernseys have horns, and that's why that cow have horns, because it's the Guernsey. And that's why it got horns. But I know what's confusing you. Is that big brown cow over by the gate. Now that big brown cow hasn't got any horns at all. And the reason for that is as follows. The big brown cow with no horns at all is a bloody horse. On this, a great black fly landed right on his nose. Jethro, he said, "What's on my nose?" I said, "That's what we call a Fanny Fly. You very often see them on the sheep's fanny." He said, I hope you're not suggesting my face is like a sheep's pant. No, I said I wouldn't be as rude as to say that. But I said, you're not fooling that Fanny Fly. I'm not coming to Salisbury again. I finished. I went in dinner time for a drink, and I walk in the pub, and there's a man there with a dog. I said, "Do your dog bite? Your dog? Does your dog bite?" He said, my dog never bit anybody, never in his life. And I put my hand up, bastard, he nearly bite my hand off. I said, "You toffer." I said, "You told me that your dog don't bite." He said, "That's not my dog." But this dog had been inside the door and held the carpet. Well, he'd shit, that's what he done, he'd shit. And it must have took him hours to do it, because he had it curled up to a point, exactly like a walnut whip. If only I had a hazelnut. He must have done it like Mr. Softy, like they do the ice cream. He even had the point on top. He blended. Well, see, no, I walk in, see? Just, the pub is full of people. I walk in, I never seen the bloody thing. I walk in, slip on. Well, everybody's looking at me. So I just walk straight on, walking normal as you can, with dog shit on your boot. And to get the edges off, you've got to turn your foot on. You've done that, you dirty bastard. Then you've got to find something sharp for that little bit in. Well, I bought a bottle of Guinness, and I come back, I sit in the corner, and the door was there, and this thing was there. I could see exactly where I've been, because he's only on my left foot. And on that, in come the biggest man I ever seen, and he done exactly the same as I did. Hell, oh hell. Way he went, bloody flying. Oh hell, oh hell, oh hell. Oh, hell. I said, I know I shouldn't laugh at you. I said, all I can do is apologize for laughing. But I said, I just done that. And the bastard, he rubbed my nose and everything. Then I've had some terrible bad news from abroad. My auntie's out abroad working as a missionary. And she got marooned on the desert with 2 nuns. And the bloody Land Rover broke down. And they've been out there a fortnight, they're bloody starving. They haven't nothing to eat or drink, and after a fortnight, one of these girls said to Auntie, she said, "I'm bloody starving." She said, "When I sit down, my ass is snapping at the sand." You're bloody peckish when your eyes are snapping at the sack. She said, I haven't drink for a fortnight and I haven't piddled for a week. Well, Auntie said, I got a little bit of flour. We'll try to make up a bit of dough. Just try to keep herself living, see? Well, they said, what we'll do, we dig a little pit in the sand and put the flour in, then perhaps one of us could pass a little drop of water. I haven't heard this fucker for years. She said, we could mix up a bit of dough. See, well, they dig a pit in the sand and put the flour in. She said, Marguerite, could you pass a little drop of water? She said, I am pissed for a week. She said, we only want a skeet. Well, she said, well, I'll try. Because they're bloody starving. See, well, she got her dress right up over her head. And they lined her up best they could, see? Right over the stage, leave her go. Nothing. They said, well, force yourself, Margaret. Habba, habba. She even tried with one leg in the air. Habba. Well, see, it's not the girl's fault she dried out. There's no water in the port's the whole thing. She said, Marguerite, you've dried right out. She said, I am pissed for a week. She said, Suzanne, perhaps you could pass a little drop of moisture. Well, see, they got Suzanne's dress up over her head. See, well, it wasn't the girl's fault. They haven't drink for a fortnight. They dried right out, see? She'd line yourself up, let her go, habba! And she forced herself till the veins in her neck stuck out just like that wire. Habba! See, well, you can't get blood out of a stone. The girls had dried right out, see? Well, my auntie thought, well, I shall have to have a go. Because she knowed them other two dried right out. She said, well, I'll have to try pass a little drop of water. See, well, my auntie got her dressed right up over her head. But see, she's a great big woman, see? And they got lined up, and they couldn't tell to a foot where it's going to come from. Well, see, my auntie had to do something. She know them other two's dried out. They're going to starve if she don't do something. And, well, she overstretched herself. That's what happened. She overstretched herself, and she farted. And she blowed all the flour right in the hole. And the other two pissed herself laughing.